In Section A of Unit 2, students learn how to write a system of equations from verbal descriptions. This builds on the progress they made in Unit 1. To support this learning goal, graphs and tables are used to illustrate and exemplify what is described verbally. From there, students go on to review a skill they learned in 8th grade, how to solve systems of equations through graphing. In Lesson 2, students learn to use substitution as the best method for solving a system when one of the variables is either already isolated or can be easily isolated. In other words, they learn how to look for the lonely variables that have coefficients of 1. Lessons 3 through 6 are when students begin to learn the elimination method. Notice the process is spread out over 3 lessons. First, students solve systems where one set of the variable terms are opposites, so the variable is immediately eliminated. But let's discuss what happens when the terms are equivalent rather than opposite, because I want to point out the terminology that the lessons stress. While many teachers have students multiply an equation by -1, so the equivalent terms are transformed into a zero pair, and then add them together, the lessons in RAISE focus on the idea of subtracting one equation from the other. Mathematically, the process is equivalent, but it is important that you reflect on the terminology you want students to use and discuss the choice with your colleagues. While this is not a huge issue, it could cause some confusion for students who struggle with this concept. After this initial dive into the elimination process, students move into Lessons 5, where they begin multiplying the equations by different factors in order to manipulate the occurrence of zero-pair terms. The lessons also include using factors to deal with coefficients that are fractional values. And finally, Section A concludes in Lesson 6, where students learn about systems that have no solutions or an infinite number of solutions. In fact, students are taught how to use standard form to create systems that have one solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions. Keep in mind that Section A contains most of the lessons in this unit. This is because solving systems is a crucial skill for Algebra 1 students to master, and a difficult one. The difficulty is compounded if students struggle to solve equations with one variable. Additional time may be needed for them to practice solving systems of equations in order to truly master the skill.